back on the Silk Road. Now we are really in the middle of nowhere, but directly on the already ancient Silk Road as well. In the last days we went from Russia towards Atyrau at the Caspian Sea, and then we drove all the way to the north to the city of Oral and then to Aktobe, and then a whole night drive for 9 or 10 hours or even more to Baikonur. And that's where we are at the moment. It's at the south-western part of Kazakhstan, really, as you see, in the middle of the desert and steppe. And yeah, now we are really excited because in a few minutes, I think in 45 minutes, a rocket will launch behind us, and all this area, all around this area and in Baikonur, it's the really most important theme is rocket science and rocket launching. And more about the history and the connections to the new Silk Road will tell you Sebastian in the next minutes.
Hello, back on the Silk Road as well from my side. As Sebastian already said, we're now here in Baikonur Cosmodrome. It's the oldest and the largest cosmodrome in the entire world, and most of the world's space flights are conducted from this site here. It's a vast area, almost the size of the county of Luxembourg, and so it's a huge and vast area in the middle of the desert, of the Kazakh desert. And usually this place was initiated as a rocket launching place in 1955 in the heat phase, the hot phase of the Cold War, and it was started not for civil rocket science, not for civil rocket flights to space, but for intercontinental ballistic missiles. And for their tests, they were tested here on this site. Here are several launch pads around the entire area, and nowadays they are, and since decades, they are used for space flights, only for space flights. It was here the site where the first satellite was launched, Sputnik, and also the first manned flight to space was launched in this area from Yuri Gagarin from Russia. And yeah, as we already said, nowadays it's the busiest space launch station, space rocket launch station. And for a long time this area was called not Baikonur but Leninsk, and it was like a code word because the Americans tried to find this place because it's very strategically important, and Baikonur was a code name, and it derives from a city, a small town more to the north, 400 kilometers, called Baikonur, and they built there a fake rocket launching site just for the Americans to mislead their espionage. But here was the real rocket launch site for the ballistic missiles, ICBMs, and yeah, interestingly, the Silk Road connection in this regard is that this is the only place in the world where manned space flights can be conducted. So only from this site, because in 2011, the Americans also quit their manned space flights with the last space shuttle Discovery landing. And since then, all astronauts or cosmonauts, or as they are called in every country, they are brought to space, to the International Space Station from this area, from Baikonur Cosmodrome. With one exception, with the exception of China. China is the only, in their cosmodrome, is the only country that takes their own people to space by their own facilities. And can be also seen as part of like a new race towards space in this regard. We all have heard about Donald Trump also talking about and trying to launch a new space squad of his in his ministries. And there are new things going on in space, and that's why and for the future, space will be very important, especially for navigation. We all know the GPS satellites, Galileo is a European satellite, and the Chinese and GLONASS is the Russian one, and China has also one called Baidu navigation system, and therefore there's also geopolitics in space, and therefore these rocket launching sites are very important. And yeah, we will now watch a rocket launch in this very important international site now, and you can enjoy with us this show on Live Talks later on. So see you later on the Silk Road
or in the space. Bye.
Bye.